today we're doing lesson 25.0, nouns with Y. And then we will do some practice. For practice, we might continue the same video from that we have talked about before. Then we might cover a few verbs from previous messages, from previous lessons. So let's start with the nouns. Shazia, you want to start us? What's our first noun?
York.
Mhm. What does it mean in Urdu?
It means ande ki zaddi in
Yeah,
Urdu.
yeah, yeah. So it's the yellow part inside the egg, right?
Right side.
And what is the part right outside? What is that called? So okay. So what's the color of the egg yolk?
Sir, the egg yolk color is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah,
yellow color. It is yellow.
perfect. Yeah, it is yellow. That's it. Easy. Muzammal. What's the outside part called? Anybody knows what the outside part is called?
Sir, I know. It is,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
sir, it is a shell.
No, I said the part that's outside that's between the shell and the yolk.
Sir, I don't know. It's a white part. I'm going to
It's,
spready.
yeah, it's safadi. So Shazia? How do you say safad in uh, English?
White part.
Okay. So what's the color of yolk?
Uh, it is yellow.
Okay. And the outside part is white, and we just call it egg white. So what is it called?
Egg white.
Okay. So we have the yolk, we have the egg white, and then what's the outer part called? Shazia.
Uh, uh, Shell.
Yeah. So Sumer already gave the answer. Shell. Egg shell. How do you eat your eggs? Shazia.
I like uh, half fry egg.
Half fried. Okay. Anybody else? How do you like your eggs? How do you eat your eggs? I think we talked about this in a different lesson. So how do you cook your eggs? Shazia says half fried. Anybody else? Give me another example.
Sir, I like boiled eggs.
Okay.
Sir, I like omelette.
Boiled.
Sir, I
Omelette.
like both
Both what?
fried egg and boiled.
Hmm?
Sir, I
Uh,
like egg. Either it is boiled or half fried.
boiled or half boiled. Sanya, so I like it either boiled or half boiled
Or half fried, sir.
or half fried. Okay, sorry. Anybody else?
I like white egg.
Boiled, okay. So any other way we can make the eggs, or we can cook
Yes, sir, poached
egg
egg. You once
board.
you poached egg.
How do you make poached eggs, Khadija?
We sir, we make poached egg by boiling water
Mm-hmm.
and putting uh, the egg into it.
Pick a pot, apply heat, boil the water, take an egg, crack the egg, Drop it in the bowl. Um, but I think it's not one quick second. Technically, I think it's almost boil. If it's the boiling temperature, that might destroy the eggs. I think it has to be just below the boiling point. Okay, so you can poach the eggs, you can fry the eggs, you can boil the eggs, you can fry the eggs. Okay. So this poaching is done in the water. Poaching is done in water, actually. Omelette is done with oil. Boil or frying is also done with oil. Okay. And then I am going to remove the fried. This is also what's that? Um, so the mediums so far we have oil and water in these examples. Okay, I think let's move on to the next word. Then we have Sania. What's our next word?
So our next word is yogurt.
Okay. What is it called in Urdu?
So it is called in Urdu dahi.
Mhm. In Urdu, it is called dahi, or we call it dahi in Urdu. Um, do you ever make yogurt?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever make yogurt yourself?
No, sir. I do not make yogurt.
Have you seen your mom making yogurt?
Yes, sir. I saw her.
I saw her doing what?
I saw her to make yogurt
Saw her
or
making yogurt.
making yogurt.
So what did you do? What were the steps?
Um, sir, first he boiled. Oh, sorry. First he take a milk.
First, he or she?
Oh, sorry, she.
Hmm.
She take a milk. Takes a
You take
milk.
a milk or some milk?
Take first she takes some milk.
Hmm. Okay.
Second, she takes some yogurt or what's the word for lassi in
Yes, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
okay, some lassi
Mm-hmm.
or 2 tablespoons of lassi.
Mm-hmm.
That is savory,
Mm-hmm.
and then mix nahi. Then she mixes the milk with that lassi.
So she mixes milk with lassi or lassi with milk.
Lassi with milk.
Okay. Or she adds lassi to
Yeah.
the milk.
She
Okay.
adds lassi to the milk and
Mm-hmm.
mixed them.
Okay. And then
And then she put that mixture uh, in a fridge.
mhm, mhm,
We waited for 8 to 10 hours,
okay.
and the yogurt makes बन जाती है.
Tell me.
Yes.
And then what happens?
Then we eat yogurt and we
I know,
enjoy
but
it.
no, there's an intermediate step. You have to check, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But bana hai ya nahi bana hai. So आपने कहा bane jati hai. So how you will say that?
The yogurt makes. No. बन जाती है. Get, make.
The yogurt is made.
Okay.
Passive. जिसमें आपने बनाया नहीं है, yogurt खुद से बन गया. So then you check
Yes.
if the yogurt is ready or if the yogurt
Okay.
is made.
Yogurt is made.
And your step number 3 is you check, and then step number 4 is you eat it. Okay. So one quick question. You do a few things. या तो आप चीज खुद करते हैं या चीज करवाते हैं. So एक दफा हमने पहले एग्जांपल यूज की थी आप फोन की. ओके. फोन को आप या खुद रिपेयर करते हैं या रिपेयर करवाते हैं. So Sumer, if you repair the phone yourself, what do you say?
Sir, I got my cell phone
Mm-mm.
repaired.
If you repair it yourself, what will you say?
I repair my cell phone, or I repaired my cell phone.
I repaired
My
my
cell
phone. Okay, a cell phone. But if a technician repairs it, इसका मतलब कि आपने फोन ठीक करवाया है. So then what do you say?
Sir, I got my phone
I got my.
repaired
Mhm.
by a technician.
Okay. So I'm staying with you.
Yes.
Let's say you fixed your internet in your house.
Yes.
Okay. You have a problem with the internet, you fix it. Or you can have a technician come and he fixes it. So how will you say the two things?
Sir, I got my internet.
First one, when you do it yourself, what will you say?
Okay, sir. I fixed my internet.
Okay. And then if you have a technician come,
Then we say I got my internet fixed
mhm,
by a technician.
okay, very good. Similarly, homework मैंने किया है. होमवर्क या किसी प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में भी हम सेम कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करते हैं. आई मतलब कहता है आई डिड माय होमवर्क प्रोजेक्ट या प्रोजेक्ट या व्हाटएवर. या आप कह सकते हैं आई गॉट माय प्रोजेक्ट, माय होमवर्क व्हाटएवर, आई गॉट इट डन. ओके. आपने होमवर्क खुद ही किया है, लेकिन आप कह सकते हैं कि मैंने खुद ही कर लिया. ये मैंने आई गॉट इट डन खुद से करवा लिया कि मैंने जब मुझे मोटिवेशन थी ये आई गॉट इट डन इन शॉर्ट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम. So these two formats are used pretty commonly. I made the yogurt or the yogurt is made, right? अभी जो सानिया की एग्जांपल में हमने योगर्ट की बात की थी, तो हम कहते हैं आई मेड the yogurt. Alternatively कहते हैं I checked if the yogurt is made. Okay. Or I checked if the yogurt is ready. You make जब मैं छोटा था तो योगर्ट जो होता था वो एक चाटी में बनाते थे. चाटी होता है वो मिट्टी का चाटी आप लोग यूज करते हैं लैया में कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
घड़ा
घड़ा जो होता है वो यूजुअली पानी के लिए होता है. चाटी जो है वो लस्सी या दूध के लिए. So चाटी होता है, that's a clay pot. Okay. Anyways.
Yes, sir.
So Matt, what's our next word?
Sir, our next word is yak.
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 Yak. Okay.
Yes.
Um, how many legs do I? How many legs do you see here?
Sir, I see only two legs.
Hmm. And how many legs do you think this animal has?
I
Animal.
think this one. I think this animal has four legs.
Okay. But confused again. Okay, how many legs this animal have? Yeah, has. I think this animal have. Question में आप have इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Okay. But it's sounding weird to me, so I'm not sure if what I will ask. Anyways, and this animal has four legs. All right. So what are these feet called?
So these feet are called
These feet or
totals.
feet?
Feet, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. These feet are called toddler.
No, this is the animal. These are animals have hoof. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The गाय के भी um, भैंस के भी. Yeah. Do you know if yaks are in Pakistan or no?
So I think yes.
Mhm. So I remember when I was in Gilgit Baltistan, I saw some yaks over there. I think I even rode a yak. I might have a picture. I'll send it to you guys. Um, so we got what's an animal that looks like yak, but it is you find that in Americas. Sania.
Sir,
Sir, bison is look like yeah, or
Oh,
bison looks like yeah.
okay. Bison looks like a bison looks like a yak, or bisons look like yaks. And where are bisons found?
Sir, they are found in America.
Yeah, they're found in USA. Okay. Um, okay. Sumer. What is this
yes.
called?
Sir, this is called horns.
Hmm. And how many horns do you see here?
Sir, I see two horns.
Very good. You see two horns. And what's on top of a yak, or what's on top of a sheep? What do you call that? Yeah, I don't know, like on top of the skin, there's the fluffy stuff.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, you don't know, and I don't know either. So, maybe fur. Uh, I, I think it's called fur, but I'm not sure. Okay, moving on to the next word. Shazia. What's the next word here?
Yoga.
Yoga. Okay. Do you know what yoga is, or what is yoga?
Uh, Yoga is exercise.
Okay, it's an exercise,
And
and it's usually practiced by which religion or which philosophy?
sir, I don't know.
Okay. So yoga is mostly associated with India. Okay.
India.
India, yeah.
Okay, sir.
So there are I think there are four different kind of yogas. Um, under the old system, or under the ancient system. You do work is your yoga. There's worship in your yoga, so on and so on. So if you're interested, you can look it up. Okay. Uh, Next, Khadija. What's the next word?
Sir, the next word is yen.
Yarn. Yarn. What is it called in Urdu?
Sir, बटा हुआ धागा.
Dhaga, un. Um, and where does it come from?
Um, It comes from sheeps.
Okay. Sheeps. Does it come from cotton?
Yes, it also comes from cotton.
Okay. And usually इसकी ये गेंदें होती हैं, right? आपने देखा, शायद आपने देखा होगा आप किसी को बनाते हुए, right? It
Yes, sir,
comes in
होती
these balls. It has different colors. And
है। उनको फिर
sorry, what?
उनको गंडे बुलाते हैं, मतलब जो बाल्स होती हैं
क्या बुलाते हैं उसको?
गंडे।
Gande. Oh, okay, like an onion. Okay. Yeah. You know, same thing in English. The word is ball because it looks like a ball. You know, this same approach है जैसे वो हम कहते हैं ये गंडे की तरह नजर आता है, आपने इसको गंडा बोल दिया, और इंग्लिश में ये बाल की तरह नजर आया था, आपने इसको बाल बोल दिया. So staying with you, Khadija, what's our next word?
So the next word is yachet.
And this is one of the most annoying words. You will
Yes,
see
sir.
some people joking about it. Anybody else want to tell me what it is? Or what is it? Sumer.
Sir, it's a yacht.
Yacht. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or so you will say yacht. 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 Yacht is the one that I am familiar with. I've heard some other things, but yacht. And you know, essentially CH will be silent. But it's like, you know, it's essentially a big boat or a small ship. Usually it's a small ship, and it's usually used for recreation. Next word here is yet, yeti or yeti. Yeti. A yeti is let me remember. A while ago we did this word called a dinosaur. No, not dinosaur. Dragon. What kind of creatures are dragons? Raise your hands. Khadija.
So dragons are mythical creatures.
Hmm. And similarly, yetis are
Mythical.
full sentence.
Yetis are mythical creatures.
Yeah. It's usually associated with Himalayas. कि जी ये बेर की तरह की क्रीचर है जो चलती है. I think somebody saw a brown bear and then it became a myth. Okay, next one. Muzammal. What is this?
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. What is yo-yo called in Urdu?
Sir, it is called yo-yo.
Oh, you call it yo-yo as well? Did you ever play with a yo-yo?
Yes, sir. I have played with yo-yo.
Hmm. So you have a thread and then you have a disc at the other end. You have a small disc, you have a thread, and you just bounce the disc up and down. Did you like it?
Yes, sir. I like it.
Hmm. Or did you like playing with it?
Yes, sir. I like to playing with it.
Full sentence. घबरा क्यों जाते हो?
I like to play with it.
So I liked playing with it. And okay, next one. What's the next one?
Jam.
Yam. It's what is it called in Urdu? Anybody?
I don't know, sir.
Khadija.
Sir, it means shakkar kandi.
Do you like shakar khandi, Khadija?
Sir, I don't have an experience of eating shakkar kandi.
So you have never eaten yams. Has anybody else here had shakar khandi in the bazaar or anywhere?
Yes, sir. I have
Shazia,
eaten.
have you had it?
Yes, sir. I have eaten it.
How was it?
Sir, it is very delicious.
It's very delicious, right? Is it salty or savory? Is it savory or sweet?
Sir, it is savory.
Hmm. So you take a yam, you cut the yam into big chunks. When you cut something in big chunks, what is it called? Shazia, go ahead.
Chunk pieces.
Yeah. So these are chunks. Okay. Or you dice, or you can say you dice the yam. When you dice a yam, you get chunks. Right? जब आप कह सकते हैं you cut, या आप ये कह सकते हैं dice. Okay. You get some chunks, then you put some chutney on top, some chaat masala, and then you eat it with tooth toothpicks. Okay. And the last word here, Shasib.
Yard.
Yard. उर्दू में क्या बोलते हैं हम?
Sehen.
सेहन. ओके. सेहन के लिए एक और लफ्ज भी होता है. शाहजेब.
Bramda.
No. Veranda is veranda.
Sir, I don't know.
Shazia, go ahead.
Haveli.
No. Haveli is a house. So something similar to for a yard. Khadija. Say that again, Khadija.
Lawn. Sir, lawn.
Lawn. Yeah. Any other word? So सेहन के लिए हम लफ्ज के दफा इस्तेमाल करते
Sir,
हैं
courtyard.
Yeah, courtyard. Courtyard और yard में क्या फर्क होता है सुमेर?
Sir, yard has plants, but
Mhm.
I think courtyard has no. Any.
So courtyard is usually inside the house. आपका okay. You have your courtyard. Okay. And then आपका yard जो है yard कह लें या lawn कह लें जहाँ पे आप वो घर के आगे होगा या पीछे होगा. But this is general definition. Okay, so we have yard. Yard को हम कई दफा lawn भी बोलते हैं. आपकी घास को होगी, छोटे छोटे पौधे होंगे. So like in the picture you can see there's a house right here, and behind the house you see plants and um, grass, and it's in a fence. Okay. Actually I have a sentence here at the bottom. Shahzeb, do you want to read this?
Uh, uh, I water my flowers every day.
Oh, you're reading this one. No, I'm saying read this one.
Okay, sir. We have fruits and vegetables in our yard.
So sometimes लोगों ने अपने वो छोटे से नींबू lemons लगाए होते हैं या छोटी छोटी सब्जियां या fruits लगाए होते हैं. So we have fruits and vegetables in our yard. Our yard has only grass. Okay. Now, what's the sentence above it, Shazib?
Yes, sir.
What's the sentence above it?
Yams are vegetables.
Okay. And the sentence above that.
Yarn can be woven into fabric.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And the one above that.
Yaks are found in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm. So yaks or yaks.
Yaks.
Okay. So I think in American English people say yak. Okay. जैसे लफ्ज है. What is this word?
Class.
American English class, British English class. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So we have this sent. I water my flowers every day. I water my yard every day. Same concept. Okay. So let me scratch this off. ये छोटे छोटे सेंटेंस हैं जो आप इस पिक्चर्स पे बना सकते हैं, राइट? अब हम यूजुअली ये वर्ब्स की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. और अगले एक दो लेसन में हमारे वर्ब्स जो हैं वो खत्म हो जाएंगे. तो फिर हम ये जो पुरानी पिक्चर्स थी हमारी जो हमने हर लेसन में कवर की हैं हम इन पे प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. Okay, you guys will have to make small sentences like this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. So now let's go back to uh, so yesterday we talked a little bit about this YouTube video. In this video, the instructor talked about a few religions. Okay. Shazia, which religion came before Islam?
Christianity came before Islam.
Okay. And how many years before Islam?
It came about 2200 years ago.
No, but I asked you a different question. I said Christianity came before Islam, but how many years before Islam did Christianity come? So let me ask you another question. How many years ago did Islam come?
Islam came 1400 years ago.
Okay. How many years ago Christianity come?
Christianity came 22,000 100 years ago.
22,000 or 2,000?
Sir, I think 2000 years ago.
Okay. So 1 second. So this is about 2023. So Islam came about 1400 years ago. Christianity came about 2000 years ago. So what was my question?
Sir, now I got you. Christianity came uh, six,
Good.
600 years ago before Islam.
So you said ago and before. So do you want to correct it?
Yes, sir. Uh, Christianity came 600 years ago to Islam.
Oh, anybody else? Would we use ago or before?
Before Islam.
Okay. Let's take a vote. Tania, ago or before? Okay, we'll ask Khadija. Khadija, will we say ago or before?
Sir, we will say before.
Okay. Sumer, ago or before?
Sir, before.
Okay. जब आप कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं तो आप कहेंगे बिफोर. अगर आप कहेंगे कि Christianity came 2000 years ago, but here we'll say Christianity came 600 years before Islam. Okay. And then let's see here. So this is about year 1 of Common Era. And we know. So, how many years ago did Judaism come, Shazia? Just a guess is fine.
Judaism came about 3,500 years ago.
Okay. So, and so, how many years were between Christianity and Judaism?
Uh, Christianity and Judaism, there were
Mm,
1,500 years
mhm.
in Christianity and Judaism.
Between Christianity and Judaism. Mhm. Or Judaism came 1,500 years before Christianity. Okay. So now let me ask you a couple more questions. What's the geography that is associated with Judaism? Which countries, which cities? Khadija, which cities or countries are associated with Judaism?
Sir, the cities of the continue Palestine
Okay,
uh, is a land of uh, Judaism.
okay. And where was Hazrat Musa um, before he brought his uh, nation to, or before he brought them to Jerusalem? Which other country or city do we talk about?
Oh, we talked about Egypt.
Very good. Egypt. We talk about Egypt. Okay. And then we talk about Jerusalem. Okay. So we talk about Hazrat Musa. We talk about Egypt. We talk about, you know, um, uh, we talk about Moses and who was the oppressor in Egypt, or who was the king in Egypt.
Uh, Pharaoh was a king in Egypt.
Hmm. Pharaoh was a king in Egypt. And then what did Hazrat Musa do? Did he stay in Egypt or did he leave Egypt?
Sir, Hazrat Musa left Egypt.
Hmm. He left Egypt. He was he went through he parted the sea and went to Jerusalem. Very good. Okay, now our next prophet is, or next we talked a little bit about Christianity. Khadija, who is the prophet associated with Christianity?
Uh, and Jesus Christ is associated with the Christianity.
Okay, Jesus. Um, and which geography do we associate with Hazrat Isa?
Sir, Egypt is associated with Hazrat Isa.
Anybody else?
Sir, Egypt is associated with Hazrat Yusuf.
Egypt is that is true as well. Egypt is associated with Hazrat Yusuf as well. But my question is, which geography is associated with Hazrat Isa?
Sir, Mesopotamia?
No, Mesopotamia is Iraq.
Sir, Jerusalem.
Yeah, Jerusalem or Bethlehem. Okay, so this the city, city of see the geography around Jerusalem is associated with Hazrat Isa. Um, okay. So usually, what's the word that is used for Jesus? Is the word is Jesus Christ, and because of the word Christ, sometimes because of the word Christ, the followers of Jesus are called Christians. And Sumer, what's the geography that's associated with Islam?
Sir, Arabia.
Okay, Arabia, and any particular cities?
Sir, Palestine.
It's
Last.
Palestine. Hold on. Where was Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, born?
Sir, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, born in Mecca.
He was born in Mecca,
Yes, sir.
and so then did he spend all his life in Mecca?
No, sir, he did not spend all his life in Mecca.
So where did he spend uh, his life, or what other city is associated with Hazrat Muhammad?
Sir, Medina is the other city associated with the life of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Okay, so Medina is another city. So the geography of Arabia and the cities of Mecca and Medina. Um, which other prophet is associated with Mecca?
Sir, Hazrat Ibrahim.
Full sentence.
Hazrat Ibrahim is associated with Mecca.
Okay. Has any other prophets?
Sir, Hazrat Ismail.
Full sentence.
Hazrat Ismail is associated with Mecca.
Okay. What did they do in Mecca?
Sir, they built Kaaba.
Okay.
Yes.
They built Kaaba, or who built Kaaba? Or what was the relationship between Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail?
Sir, Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail are father and son.
A father and son. Who is the father?
Sir, I'm sorry, I'm not sure, but I think Hazrat Ibrahim was the father.
Okay. Yeah, good, good. Hazrat Ibrahim was the father. And was he born in Mecca, or he came to Mecca from somewhere else?
Sir, Hazrat, I don't know, sir. I think he came to Makkah from someone else.
From someone else or somewhere else?
Somewhere else. Sorry.
Okay. Somewhere else. You guys have a map,
Yes, sir.
and you guys can take a look at the map. You guys can do some reading. It's Ramadan, and you guys can track the possible path. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You guys can do that as part of your homework. Um, so you said he built Kaaba. He was there with his son Hazrat Ismail. Who else was there?
Sir, his wife is also with them, was also with them there.
So say again.
Sir, his wife was also with them there.
Okay. What was her name?
I don't know, sir.
Shazia.
Her name was Hazrat Hajra.
Hazrat Hajra. So we associate Hazrat Hajra with the city of Mecca. Um, where was Hazrat Ismail born?
Sir, he was born in Makkah.
He was born in Mecca, correct. And when he was born, what did Hazrat Hajra do?
Sir, they did not have water to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Hazrat Hajra revolved. No, चक्कर लगाना.
I know. Try. You're doing okay.
Hazrat Hajra revolved around the Safa and Marwa 7 times.
So hold on. So we have Safa and we have Marwa. So what's the word we will use here? You said revolve. Revolve is not the correct word. It's close, but it's not the correct word.
सर मेरे माइंड में नहीं आ रहा, मुझे पता है.
That's okay. Anybody else? Shazia.
Run.
Yeah. So how will you say it?
Hazrat Khadija ran from Marwa to Safa.
Well, if she only was she did she do it only once or she did it multiple times?
Sir, she did it 7 times.
Okay. So she ran between.
Safa
Okay.
and Marwa.
So yeah. So हमने ये preposition पढ़ी हुई है ना? Between.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Shazia, tell us what did she do?
She ran between Safa and Marwa 7 times.
Why?
Uh, 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 when she ran, Hazrat Ismail started crying.
No, but I know. But why was she even running between the two hills?
She was searching water.
She
She
was
was
searching. No, you're missing it's a phrasal verb. So you're
ser-
missing a.
searching to the water.
सर
Mm-hmm.
सर्चिंग आउट.
Looking for.
Khadija.
Sir, she was in search of water.
She was in search of water. She was searching for water.
Okay, sir.
She was searching for water. So Shazia, continue. She was searching for water. She ran between the two. So Safa and Marwa are what? Hills or mountains?
Sir, hills. Safa and Marwa are hills.
Okay, the two hills. She was searching for water. She was running between the two hills. And then what happened?
When she ran, Hazrat Ismail started crying.
Mm-hmm. So
That's why.
as she was running between the hills, Hazrat Ismail was crying. Was Ismail okay? And then what happened? Next.
Uh, she turned turned away. Uh,
Go ahead. You're doing okay.
she turned away to see him.
So he turned around to see him.
Okay, sir.
So again, phrasal verb, right? What's a phrasal verb?
Around.
What's the definition of a phrasal verb?
Uh, the definition of a phrasal verb is a verb plus preposition.
So अगर आप preposition change कर देंगे तो meaning change हो जाएगा. So अगर आप कहेंगे turn away है कि आपने मुड़ के दूसरी तरफ opposite जा रहे हैं. अगर आप turn around कर रहे हैं तो आप मुड़ के वापस आ रहे हैं. So turn away का मतलब है मुड़ के दूर जा रहे हैं आप. Turn around कह के मुड़ के आप पास आ रहे हैं. What do you think, Shazia? Does that make sense?
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay.
She
So she turned around or she turned away?
she turned around.
Okay.
She turned around to see him,
Mm-hmm.
and she ran again in
Okay.
search for what searching
Mm-hmm.
for water.
Okay. Both are correct. She ran again in search of water. She ran again searching for water. Next.
So Hazrat Ismail uh, kick kick his sir. Um, what's the word for 80? Sir, I forgot.
Anybody? What's the word for 80?
हील.
Heel. There you
Yes.
go. So continue, Shazia.
Hazrat Ismail kicked his heel into the ground.
Heel or heels?
Sir, heel.
So he's got 2 feet, 2 heels. So he was kicking his heels. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Against the ground. Okay.
Against.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, then uh, uh, sir, food padai, sir, is what's the word for it?
Anybody? What happened? So what popped up?
Sir,
What happened?
split up.
Jumped in.
And then Abe Zamzam pop out.
Hmm. So then a little stream, you can say, popped out. Uh, and what is that stream called?
Sir, it is called Abe Zamzam.
Well, Abe Zamzam. Ab means water, right?
Right, sir.
So it's called Zamzam. And the water is called Abe Zamzam, water from Zamzam.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Have you ever had Abe Zamzam?
Yes, sir. I have drunk it many times.
Mhm. Can you can where does it come from?
Uh, sir, I drank it. I have drank it when my grandmother and grandfather went for Umrah.
They meant for Umrah. Okay. Okay. So that's the other story that's associated with Makkah. Um, and right next to Kaaba, after Umrah or Hajj, um, there is a place associated with Hazrat Ibrahim where we are required to pray, right?
Yes, sir. I heard.
Hmm. There's a little place right next to it. It's called Maqam Ibrahim, and that's where you pray. Maqam Maqam Ibrahim. So that's where you pray there as part of your Umrah. Um, I but I don't remember what the I've not gone for Hajj, so I don't know the Hajj rituals. Okay, so that's another prophet we associate with Makkah. Um, so the prophet lived there. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived there. Then he moved to um, Medina. Which other city did Prophet Muhammad go to? Khadija.
Sir, Prophet Muhammad went to Damascus.
Damascus. Okay, Damascus for trade.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for business.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then he went to a few other cities. Which city did he go to during his Miraj?
During Miraj, he first went to Jerusalem, Baitul Maqdis.
Yeah, so the city is Jerusalem, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's the same city that's associated with Hazrat Isa and Hazrat Musa, right?
Yes, sir.
So associated with, is that a phrasal verb, Khadija?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So associated with, that's a phrasal verb. Okay, so we're almost at the end of the hour. So that was another some of the story that was in this video, um, and some of it we just know from our familiarity. So we will cover more of these stories in the next few lessons. I will assign videos, you guys will watch, and then you guys will talk about it.